everybody. I'm back with another plan with me. This week I have decided on doing a really pretty pink. I know it's Easter week and I brought out this washi, but it just, I don't know. It was too many colors and I thought it would be kind of busy and I didn't want to do it. So I'm just going to put this washi down really quick. I didn't realize how long the last video was until I was, done and uploading it. And I'm like, geez, I found a way to talk for 40 minutes almost. So let me know what you think of videos that long. I know I personally love videos that are longer, and it feels like, I guess you're sitting and talking with a friend almost, like you just, I don't know, they're kind of chatty. I think they're fun, and I think they're nice to kind of plan too, but let me know if that's kind of too long for you guys, if you feel like, you want something quicker or sped up or less rambly, then just let me know so I don't keep making videos that are, I don't know, unpopular with you guys. So just like last week, I'm going to put down this washi really quick, kind of for a base. I thought it was a really, really pretty pink for the week. Just a fun pastel, I don't know. I was thinking of doing kind of multiple colors. Like, I don't necessarily think of just pink. I think of pastels in general. But I didn't want it to look too busy. It's a tiny planner, and I know that it's really easy to kind of overdo it. Okay, so I have all of the washi down, and I think I'm going to take out this sheet again like I did last week, just so it's not, hard to write on. So it's Tuesday again, so it's kind of the same thing as last week. I just didn't have time. We kind of do the same thing every week. Our plans don't change a whole lot. Well, I can't say every week, but they kind of alternate every other week. I'm going to put this down here this time because we did our Chinese food night. Monday was kind of a busy work day for me. I worked on some orders and some comments from you guys, and thank you all, by the way, for being so sweet with the last video. I really appreciated it. It was, it felt really nice to, I don't know, just read all of the things that you guys had to say, and I don't know, that I feel so self-conscious anymore about the video, and I don't know, putting myself out there. It was nerve-wracking, so I really appreciate, all of you being so kind about it. So I'm writing down just kind of that I worked on emails, I responded to comments, and I worked on some orders yesterday. I also worked on a design list because I tried to kind of keep new ideas coming all the time, so I have things to work on. So if you guys ever want to see anything from my shop, feel free to let me know, because sometimes it's difficult to just keep coming up with ideas on my own. And I guess it can be kind of one-sided if I'm only making things that I feel like I want and I use. And I don't want to do all of that. So yesterday, probably gonna write Chinese, wouldn't I? Fill that in. And I'm realizing that I didn't pull out my little calculator stickers, so I'll have to find those in a bit. But today, since my husband, he gets paid bi-weekly, so that's kind of how often we do our grocery shopping. And plus we're lucky because we go to Costco a lot. So I want to make sure that we clean out the fridge and we clean pantry and make a grocery list so we know what to buy, because it's so easy to just kind of get lost in Costco. I mean, samples galore and just everything looks so good. And you end up buying way more than you need, especially when it's all in bulk. And then, you know, it's just the two of us. So, you know, we don't need a ton of food every week. And if you're buying for 4 and eating for 2, then a lot of stuff goes to waste. So we don't want to do that. We have a tendency to just kind of go shopping and, yeah, go a little too far. So today we also want to catch Fixer Upper. As I said, we love that show. I'm not sure how many episodes are left, and we're still trying to find some other shows to kind of to watch after this. I know we are going to try watching a new show tomorrow. It's, I can't remember his name. I'm terrible with names. I would know it, and I knew it up until I went to say it, but he has a new show that he's on, so we want to try watching that tomorrow. Alex Inc. I actually didn't even know he had a new show, but we were watching reruns of Scrubs the other day, and they were having all sorts of commercials about it. So I'm really excited to watch that. And then Wednesday is when we're doing our actual grocery shopping. Oh gosh, do you guys make as much of a mess of your stickers when you're planning as I do? Because boy, can I make a mess of things. Alright, so, right, stickers, little grocery carts, don't want that next to the other TV. So, grocery shopping. And we do get most of our food at Costco, but we also, you know, shop at Hannaford and Shaw's for some things that we just can't finish in 2 weeks. As much as we would love to, you know, be able to buy everything there, there's some produce, we can't go through it that quick, and they don't freeze well. And we don't mind, you know, freezing things or meal prepping, but there are just some things you pull it out of the freezer and it's mushy and it's unappealing, and no one wants to eat all that. So I'm also getting some Amazon stuff on Thursday. I have I'm making traveler's notebooks for me, not to sell. I could never sell them. But I wanted to get some 2-inch elastic so that they looked nice. I think they look better and more professional, and I want to get a Foxy Fix, but I'm hoping to kind of decide on a size before you know, I spend that kind of money on it, because they are an investment, and it would be silly to, you know, spend that kind of money on so many different sizes. And since Thursday is also our late day, and we might have kind of a hectic week, I want to try and relax on Thursday. I also want to make sure that I'm mailing out our bills. So I want to mail checks on this day too. Gotta love paying your bills at the end of the month. Luckily they're not all at the end of the month. They're spread. It's kind of nice. We have them spread out so we pay some in the middle of the month and then some at the end. So we never feel like we're, just kind of drowning in bills all at once. And I don't know, it's much more stressful when, the middle month is rolling around or the end, whatever. But it seems much more daunting when you know that all of your bills are kind of due at once. It's nice to have them spread out a little bit. And then for the relaxing, I just wanted to add these cute little bunny slippers. I think they're so cute. They're probably one of my favorite stickers, and I don't use them nearly enough. So I think that's it for Thursday. There's not a lot going on this week. I'll probably end up filling in more of it as we go. We did end up going on a coffee run last night too. It was nice to kind of get out of the house for a little bit. Like I said, we've been trying to be better and, save money for things for the house. So we end up staying at home a lot of nights, and every once in a while we just get a little stir crazy, and it's nice to just have a thing that we go out and we do, and I put that on tonight. Well, we can do a coffee run tonight too, can't we? So I'm gonna move on to the rest of the week right now, and then fill in anything else if it comes to me. So I know on Friday, I want to mark this payday. But on Friday we have, or should have, enough of an idea of what we've spent on bills and, kind of taking care of all of our finances and stuff, that we should have a good idea of what we want to put in savings. I know I try really hard to put money, I try really hard to pay our savings account like it's a bill. I like to have a dollar amount in mind, and I like to be able to pay it, at least, once a month, more if I can, but I always want to make sure that I am putting at least that much in. It's nice to have, fall back on. So I want to do that. And then Friday is also our little coffee date night. And I feel like I am just all over the place on you today. I don't know. Sometimes I can't help it. I feel like my mind wants to move 100 miles a minute, and I bounce back and forth. So if it seems like I'm kind of all over the place, then I'm sorry. Because I kind of am today. So that'll be our coffee date night. I want to make sure that we pull out our date night money for the next 2 weeks, because we treat our fun money, I guess, as a bill too. We think it's important, and we also don't want to overspend on it, so we pull it out in cash, and then we know this is what we have to spend. And if we're pulling from the account, then it's more of a discussion. We want to make sure that, it's not an impulse buy, that we're thinking about it. And it's, I don't know. I mean, obviously some things you don't have to, but I know, like our fun money, obviously it's not mandatory that we're spending money on these things. So we want to think about it for a bit. And then on Saturday, I want to work on laundry. Actually, that just is kind of nice. I don't have to write anything next to it. But I want to make sure that I have some nicer clothes ready for Sunday in case we do end up going anywhere. I want to do my whites, and I want to make sure that my light colored clothes are done specifically. And then if we're traveling, I also want to straighten my hair, just because it's easier to deal with, especially on long trips. And I always use these bobby pins so I can kind of track how often I straighten my hair, because I am growing it out to donate. It's always kind of been one of those bucket list things for me, and I'm trying to keep it, really healthy, and I wouldn't want to grow it out and then find out that the ends are not great and cut off more than I need to. So I will make sure to do that. Saturday, I think we're also going to clean out my purse. So I have it for, oh geez, where am I gonna, put it over here. I'm gonna clean up my purse for the trip. I want to make sure that I bring my planner, which I do most of the time, but sometimes for long trips, I don't know, I try to cut weight, and I want to make sure I have it this time. And I want to make sure that I charge my phone. Boy, this is kind of a jumbled mess today, isn't it? I really should have thought it out. I was trying to be really efficient for you guys, so if it ends up not looking cute, then I'm sorry. It'll get better, right? And then Sunday, we might be traveling to New York for dinner with my husband's family. And it's always nice to see them. We don't make the trip nearly enough. And we're actually from New York, not New York City, not even close. Actually, it's much further north, kind of central New York. Like the Albany area is where we're originally from. So all of our family is still there, and we live about 5 hours from them. And while it's not a long drive, one way, if you're making, the trip in one day, which we normally do, then it's a pretty long trip to spend 10 hours in the car, especially when, you think you're going to be wherever, that whole time. So it's easily, a 14 or 15 hour day. And then we want to make sure that when we get back, before we collapse into bed, as after 15 hours we usually do, we remember to take out the garbage. Maybe we'll remember to do it in the morning. That's not usually our pattern. We're usually running around the house kind of like crazy people. I was talking and I misspelled that. We're usually running around trying to get everything ready, trying to make sure that our bunny Piper is fed and has enough, kibble and water and hay for the day, so she doesn't hate us too much when we get back, because as much as we love her, she has her routine. She doesn't like to stray from her routine, and she likes to, get out at a certain time and be fed at a certain time, and she expects her treat at a certain time, so she's usually pretty upset with us by the time we get back from long trips. So anything we can do to kind of bribe her into a better mood, we try to do. I'm not sure when our dinner is going to be. I think it's around 2, but I'm going to just kind of leave that open for now. I'll do a little @ so remember to write in the time. But we will be gone for the entire day. And then I think that's mostly it. For this week, I do want to cover this box. Luckily, we have a nice light box this week, so that makes me happy. The dark one was pretty difficult to cover up last week. But I want to remember to put in a quick little, bill due sticker, so I remember to pay all of our bills. I know what they are. I have them, written down several times in other planners, but I don't feel the need to write them all out now, just because you don't want to know what my bills are. That's boring, and yeah, so I want to make sure that I pay all of the bills, and I also want to kind of keep track of my Amazon purchase this week. Write down that it gets delivered, because I bought some stuff last week and I'm still waiting for them. It was the whole 2-day delivery thing, and they shipped it, but it's just been sitting in pre-shipment ever since. So I'm signed up for delivery notifications on it, and we'll see when it gets here. And of course, I purchased a couple things today, so I had them for the planner that I'm making, and I think that's mostly it. I don't think I have too much else that I need to plan right now, and I'll probably fill this in more throughout the week, but I hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know if there's anything else that you'd want to see, any other kind of videos, what video length that you like, and maybe if there's anything that you want to see from my shop, feel free to let me know down below. I'm always drawing stuff every single week, so I'm always happy to take requests and have something that's not coming from my own head. So that's all. Thank you so much, and have a good week, you guys.